What is the neuropathy? Let's listen to some experts.
Neuropathy, or nerve damage, is one of the most common complications from diabetes. In fact, 1 out of every 2 people with diabetes will suffer from some form of neuropathy. To better understand neuropathy, we are joined by Dr. Aaron Vennick, professor of medicine at the Eastern Virginia Medical School and director of the Strelitz Diabetes Research Institute. Welcome, Dr. Vennick.
It's a pleasure to be here, Nicole.
Can you tell us what is neuropathy?
The word itself means neuro refers to a nerve. And opathy or pathology is damage to the nerves. Now, in the human body, you have nerves that fulfill voluntary functions. We call them somatic nerves, like moving an arm, feeling sensation, feeling hot, cold, temperature, and so forth. Those are somatic nerves. You also have autonomic nerves, involuntary nerves. These fulfill the involuntary functions of the body. For example, how your pupil constricts when you're exposed to light, how your bowel functions, and how your bladder functions, and so forth. So damage can occur to any one of these nerves. The somatic nerves, so that you lose power, strength, and the ability to perceive hot or cold or pain, or autonomic functions in which many of the autonomic systems in the body, like the heart, the lung, the bowel, stop functioning normally. That's neuropathy.
So what are some of the symptoms that a person with diabetes might experience if they have the beginning stages of neuropathy?
If you have somatic neuropathies, it's often pain, numbness, tingling, lightning pains, shock-like pains. But in addition to that, you may have negative symptoms, the sort of things that people don't perceive, changes in the texture of carpets that they're walking on. For example, you walk from the bathroom, which is a tiled floor, into a carpeted bedroom floor, and you cannot tell the difference. You put your foot in a bath and you can't tell that the water is hot. You don't have to know that you have diabetic neuropathy to suffer its consequences, and that is why often we detect it in people by examining them, even if they're not aware of the symptoms. The autonomic symptoms could be more devastating. Anorexia, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, explosive bouts of diarrhea, constipation, inability to control your bladder, severe constipation that goes with sexual dysfunction in the male, such as erectile dysfunction, a dry vagina, and painful intercourse in the female.
Neuropathic pain is caused by damage or injury to the nervous system. It has many causes, but one face. The face of distress and suffering. There is a great need to improve the diagnosis, management, and prevention of neuropathic pain.
Over 1 million Ontarians and 2.5 million Canadians suffer from neuropathic pain. It robs sufferers of their sleep, enjoyment of life, work, and role within the family. Lost wages and medical costs due to chronic pain are often financially devastating. Anyone who has had chicken pox is at risk of developing the neuropathic pain that can result from shingles.
7, 8 years later, although the pain has diminished somewhat, my life is still ruled by these shingles. It just devastated me. Every aspect of my life, I couldn't do anything.
An unusual cause of neuropathic pain occurs when the spinal roots at the end of the nervous tissue inside our spinal column are all tangled up in scar tissue. The condition is called tethered cord syndrome.
Well, since childhood, I've lived with the pain of thousands of sharp knives stabbing me in the right side of my abdomen, back, and leg. And I've been told everything from it's all in my head to it's sciatica and even alcoholic neuropathy.
The annual cost of chronic pain, including medical expenses, lost income, and lost productivity, but not the social costs, is estimated to exceed $10 billion in Canada. Comprehensive pain strategy for the future.